Aries, Aries, Aries. Okay, let's get started on your reading. Please refer to my Cancer astrology for more info on these vlogs, okay? Just so I don't repeat myself. Alright, let's get started. You are one of the most interesting signs I've ever dealt with and worked with, for the matter. The one I least understand because they're so different from me, from someone like me. But let's see what your reading is for July. I'm just very curious. Alright, so I'm going to mix and shuffle my cards. Ask the spirits above to give me the message for you guys for the month of July 2018. Aries, what is going on with you? Shuffle your deck. And I'm sorry the angle is so awkward. I know I'm in my bed. Next time I'll figure it out. Same with the lighting. I'll figure it out next time. I kind of wanted to create a chill, serene environment for you guys so you could just sit back, relax. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to worry about anything. I know you Aries guys, you like to initiate things, do things first so you don't have to compete with anyone. You're very career-oriented people. Very smart. One of the smartest people I've ever met. Outsmart everyone and everything. Yeah, you guys are just... no one can play with you. Alright, I keep getting this mixed up because I put my cards down. Okay, the first one is like this. Okay. I'm still learning, okay? Let's see your message. Curious to see the comments under this video. You Aries can be quite analytical as well. Alright, the present environment. Two of Wands. You're kind of in a place of chaos right now. Usually this is a peaceful card, but in reverse it's some other significant factor. And it's funny, I see the Aries sign right there, so that confirms it. Why do I feel like some of you are either partying too hard or not spending enough time on things that matter, maybe work or school. You guys are very focus driven, but you're kind of off your rocker right now. You're kind of off your balance. And that's okay, that happens to the best of us, you know. Sometimes we just need to rebel and revolt, and you guys can do that in the most drastic and extreme way. I just see, like, it's funny, I get these images in my head, like, of plants dying all around you. The opposite of, like, everything I touch turns into gold. Like, right now you just feel like everything's becoming a mess. Like, your life's a mess. It's just like a disaster. It really isn't, but I think it's... you feel that way. Like, the waters have become murky and shifted, and... I feel almost a bit uneasy. What's going on with you guys? I just got done with Aquarius. They're like the most beautiful reading, and then I get this, and I feel sad now. Wait, what's going on? Let's take a look at other cards before we make assumptions, okay? That's just the first signifier. Shpako! My dog, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay. You are in a place of abundance, but I feel like maybe some of you are taking advantage of that. Like, maybe the money's getting in your head, or you're in a place of like, I'm on top of the world and no one can compete with me. Again, this is a general reading. Make sure to take a look at your rising sign and moon sign readings as well. If your rising sign is Cancer, you can take a look at my Cancer horoscope and get a balance of all three readings to really know it to your core. But I don't know what's going on with you guys. I see a lot of wealthy Aries. I don't know any Aries who doesn't have money. Never met an Aries who's broke. And I mean, like, after your 40s, like, 30s, 40s, like, I've never met an Aries after the 30s who just doesn't have some form of money, some form of wealth, some form of maybe wealth waiting for them after someone passes, you know, or inheritance or something. Or like a high position job, you know, or socially high positioned, or high experience in life, you know. Like, I've never met an Aries who hasn't done a lot with their life. This is like, I don't know, I'm just mostly getting that you have like a dark cloud above you now. It's just like things do not look good right now, and it's only temporary. I know it, because I see a clock with fast moving hands. It's like, boom, temporary. Let me look into this further. Princess of Wands, upside down. A lot of reverse. This should be a good card, but reverse it's not so much. It's just like, you almost feel like your life is over if you don't accomplish something grand in this lifetime. You feel like you're here destined to do something, and you have so much vigor, so much power, so much, like, for men, not only like muscle power, but like mental strength and physical, mentally, like, you feel like you could do a lot more right now than you are achieving, and you're almost bored with like your money, or you're bored with your life. Like, you want even more. You want more excitement. You want more rewarding things, fulfilling things. You're kind of just done with the old. Again, an upside down Ace of Swords. Wow, this is a very intense reading. Nothing negative, it's just a lot of shift, a lot of, I feel like a lot of, like, you know, sometimes how we say negative affirmations to ourselves every single day, like, it's coming back to bite you, Aries. Or bad things you've spoken about other people. The karma is strong right now for the next 6 3/4 years with this Uranus shift into Taurus. What is my dog doing? Paco! Paco! He's chewing something. I don't know. He's driving me nuts. Just like Aries feels like life is driving them nuts, I guess. Oh, my mom texted me. They're out eating dinner. That's why I decided to do this vlog. Yeah, Aries, I don't know. It's almost like birds are falling out of the sky. Things are erupting out of order. There's just clouds, darkness overcoming you. Like, I just feel like you feel like you're losing hope, you're losing motive. You know, I gotta talk to you guys about this because I actually saw Anthony Bourdain in my head. If you are, like, seriously ever considering suicide, please call the suicide prevention hotline. It is not the answer, okay? Just a temporary solution to a long-term problem. I think that's how you say it. And I just feel like a lot of people are going through a dark time, and I'm trying to read into, you know, some of my Aries viewers and new coming viewers, but I just feel like there's a lot of struggle, almost like a depression, and you guys, here's what it is. You guys don't want to admit it, but a lot of you are struggling. And so I thought I'm not saying all of you are suicidal or having suicidal thoughts, but I thought I'd announce that hotline, and I might be sure to add it in the description box below. But a lot of you are in a dark place, unfortunately, or going through a heavy thing, a heavy burden. There's just a major shift. I almost feel uneasy, like I can't, like my lungs are restricted. Like, it feels like you can't breathe some days. Maybe you have like a panic about something. I know you Aries, a lot of times you want to everything to happen and achieve things and be the best, be on top all the time. But sometimes you can't have things your way, you know? You can't have life be for you all the time. It's a very selfish mentality a lot of people have, and there's a balance for everything. You know, if you were going through your best years, now you have to face some struggles in order to learn a lesson. You know, that's what I think we're here in life to do, is to learn. We're not here really to truly enjoy 100% of the time. You know, you have every right to, but I think for you, this major shift is to teach you the lesson to learn to enjoy life more, enjoy yourself. Don't think too hard about finances all the time, business all the time, building friendships, finding love and having babies as soon as you can. You have to do it first before your neighbors do. You know? Life's not about you, you know. There's something greater than us. There's something, like, you can't even explain it. Like, such an immense amount of love up there waiting for us, that, like, the things and the struggles and problems down here on earth are like nothing compared to what's waiting for you. Like, the beauty, the beautiful life and colors and worry-free, anxiety-free. You know, you guys have a lot of anxiety. You struggle with that, you Aries. This is very heavy. I'm sorry it had to be like this, but I'm just trying to give you a reading to try to give you advice, hopefully, after this is over. Again, in reverse, the Hanged Man, but this time it's kind of a good thing. You recently set yourself free from something. A burden has been lifted. The shackles have been withdrawn. And you really started feeling the pressures of life after that happened. After you came off your pedestal. Because it's lonely up there, Aries. You guys are overachievers, and that's a good thing, but it's lonely up there, you know? Sometimes you gotta come down amongst the rest of us, heathens, peasants, plebeians, and mix in with the filth, you know, mix in the mixing pot of life, because we're not all, in a sense, overly accomplished, which is not a bad thing, but I just feel like you're realizing now, like, maybe to ground yourself more and sit down, you know? And maybe someone made you realize that lately, and it kind of like, oof, it hit a soft spot with you. You're like, maybe I need to change. Maybe I am like this. You're gonna find peace. You're gonna meditate. I don't know, like, I'm sorry, this is how pathetic I am. This is my first reading, but I just feel like I'm reaching into some of you, and it, like, hurt me, like, to feel that. Like, I feel like some of you are going through a really hard time, and I just want to let you know it's gonna be okay. You're gonna find your peace. You're gonna meditate within. Good, I saw a good card for once. I just needed to see something good. Because I don't want to give you guys like a depressing reading. You know, this is for entertainment purposes. None of this is supposed to be sad. It may trigger some of you. Like, I've seen some readings that have like legit made me bawl and cry and cry. They were so beautiful and dark and deep and heavy sometimes, and it was about relationships, because I'm struggling in that category. You know, I'm trying to find someone in my life, and that hits me the most, because, you know, I struggle with that, and I struggle sometimes with people, with socializing. My social skills suck. And so I feel like, you know, I just needed to see that one good thing for you guys, just to know that it's going to be okay. Yes, Paco, it's going to be okay. He's growling. But don't let the devil entrap you into this darkness. You know, life doesn't have to be that, you know, and you know that, Aries. You know, you guys are magical. You're mysterious but magical. You can pull yourself out of any situation, any crap you get yourself into. And you're going to get yourself out of this one too. But you need to meditate. You need to look within. That's your answer right there. That's how you're going to get out of your situation. Go to your therapy visits, your therapy appointments. Go do some yoga with other people. Mix with the filth of life. Mix with all cultures, lower class, middle class. You know, mix with people who bring you in a sense, back down to earth. You know, even if you're of that, it's not necessarily that class. It can be social ranking. It be like, there's just a lot of Aries I know, and it'll be hard for me to believe if someone has not accomplished a lot in their life after their 30s and you're an Aries, you know? You guys are passionate. You want to do a lot, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what keeps you going in life. That's what keeps the hopes up and the energy and the vigor and the vitality. And you guys need to bring that spark back in order to progress, you know? And to fix that thing you're going through right now. You just need to look within, ask yourself questions, write things down. What I like to do is write like a pros and cons of a situation I may get myself into. Like, let's say I want to move into a new place. What are the pros and cons of that? Or I want to get into this relationship. What are the pros and cons about this person? You see what I'm saying? So start writing things down. Pen to paper. There's nothing more healing than that. Go out and sit in nature and just think of who you are and what you are to other people, how the world and other people view you, and what you feel you need to work on. And you guys are perfectionists in that manner where you're just going to figure it out. And it may hurt to bring up some things because some of you can become like a little bit closed off in some areas. You don't want to like show your real self because it might be like intense or that's kind of push people away, but also you just don't want to show your true self because you always want to keep that mystery so no one can really not compete with you, but know your weakness so they can't bring you down. That's it. And so just take the time to look within, do your meditations, listen to ASMR. How beautiful is that? And maybe you might need to take some time off, you know, especially if you're well off and you can afford to. Take some time off. Go on vacation. Go to the Bahamas or something. I mean, just go to nature and look within. That's the best thing I can tell you. The questioner, this is a good thing because it kind of answers your question for you and confirms it. The Eight of Swords, but upside down. So instead of being shackled and binded, you're free. Again, those shackles and binds I was talking about earlier, you're free to go. Whatever's holding you back can no longer keep you in place. I think I'm seeing Gemini on the feet. A lot of you going through switches, like almost like, I don't want to say bipolar, but whatever you're going through, it just release it into the wild. You know, walking a day in the forest will heal you. Like, you are free to go. Simple as that. There's nothing holding you back now. You're going to get yourself out of this. Four of Cups in reverse. Right now, you feel like, it's funny because I'm seeing this in reverse, the cups overflowed, but it's almost like your cups are so overflowed that they've flipped over. Like, you just have so much abundance right now that, like, it's almost like, I'm thinking of what I remember some YouTuber said the other day, like, they made so much money, like, it disgusted them, like, they didn't need to make any more money. You have so much that it disgusts you. Like, I think of when someone said, like, oh, I make so much money, it's disgusting, like, I don't deserve it. And again, really think about where you get your money from. You know, there's such a thing as dirty money, and ripping people off will come back to bite. True story, my family's known someone has a insurance company, and they rip off so many people that karma will bite them back. They have millions of dollars, but it's like dirty money, you know. So, yeah, that emotion, Cancer, like, side of you, maybe some of you have rising moon Cancer. And I see a moon, so maybe a moon in Cancer, some of you are. Yeah, and I see the Cancer and the moon. Yep, on the cups. That confirms it. yeah, you guys just need to get out of what, like, maybe your job is just too negative. Like, you may make $500 a day, but your job is so negative. Your boss is demanding. The people you work with are just crap. Or your clients are just always complaining to you about something on the phone and you're just like fed up, you know, like no amount of money will make you happy. Just get out. Take a break. Take a break. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, Aries. Oh my gosh. You need to flip those cups back over. Just get out. Get out. Get the hell out. Internal situation. You guys are just, you're gonna come out on top, no doubt. You're gonna blossom and bloom. This is a very drastic, like, in a sense, this reading was like kind of, I think the bipolar thing I saw was more like, this reading is bipolar, not you. This reading is I just saw so much, but it took me through a shift and back. I must have maybe even seen so many things through you guys that kind of got me through a stir of emotion for a second, but I'm beginning to understand you, Aries, more now, and I hope I continue to learn more and more about you guys the more readings I do. This is just for the month of July. Oh, just wait, guys. Okay. But this month will take you through a shift. Again, I'm seeing the crab, the lobster, the moon, a plethora. This is like ancient Egypt itself, or Morocco nights. A city. You will build your city. You will build your platform again from the ground up, even from scratch if you have to. You will come out on top, but with a true intent and purpose. Maybe you started your job off with the wrong intent, but you're gonna fix things. You guys always do. You come out on top every time. Like, nobody can compete with you guys, okay? Final outcome, Ten of Swords. You'll feel defeated. You'll feel pooped. You'll feel like you hit a wall. But it'll be worth it once you find the time to undo the shackles, meditate, and find your peace, your true internal situation. This is your little inner city, which is blossoming. When you can get through all the negativity, maybe you have maybe you need a clean house, you need to get rid of some people in your social life, you guys want to have as many friends as possible, as many amount of money as possible, and you want to have as many healthy thoughts as possible as well. But you can't have everything, it's going to come to a point where you're going to hit that wall and it's going to just suck. I feel like someone hit your head with a sledgehammer, and I'm thinking of that song by Rihanna. You're just going to need to do some healing. You will make yourself physically sick if you don't take care of yourself. You need to step out in nature, do some healing meditation. Do what you normally don't do, basically. Whatever you normally don't do or don't, heck, at this point even don't like doing, do it, You guys are open people. You guys, a lot of you party hard, you like going to clubs, A lot of you, not saying all of you, but a lot of you. You're very open people, Maybe stop that. Maybe don't answer your phone so fast. Don't always be on your phone, Sometimes we need to unplug and step out in nature to heal ourselves. And right now, for a lot of us, we need to do the opposite of what we were doing to get the opposite result of what we were expecting. Because in this case, yeah, you can have the cake and eat it too. You have too much of everything right now, and it's taking you off the wire. You are disconnecting, and you are becoming away from your true purpose and self, which will lead to, unfortunately for some people, if they get lost enough, unfortunately that does happen, like Anthony Bourdain and Kate Spade, people stray off their path and lose their purpose and forget about their purpose, why they're here to do. You guys know. You just gotta disconnect, and you gotta find yourself within and heal, okay? That's what I want you to do for the month of July, and then you will you will get back on track, okay? Just wait. Come August reading, you guys will find yourself again, and it'll be magnificent. Thank you, Aries. Actually, I'm going to say this for once. I love you guys. I'm going to pray for you, okay? Just like I'm going to pray for my Cancers, because they're going through some stuff as well. Alright, guys, on to the next reading. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed. Hope I kind of hit the mark for some of you. That was quite intense. Yeah, that took me through a stir of emotion there, but everything will be okay. Just know that, okay? And if you need help, I'm here. Okay, see you guys.